Hello guys, welcome to my channel BLearn Commerce and Management Tutorials. Today we are going to start our first topic of economic, known as Basic of Economic, from the book of class 11. So let's begin with the introduction. So what is actually an economic? So economic is concerned with production, distribution and consumption of goods and services. Economic mainly studies how individual businesses, government, and nation make choices about how the resources should be allocated among the population. The word economics have been derived from the Greek word which is known as oikonomia. The meaning of this word is management of the household. Paul Samuelson was a very famous American economist, and he referred economic as queen of a social science. But why he referred economics as a queen as social science? So let's see. There are two types of science. The first is natural science and the second is social science. Natural science mainly deals with the physical world, whose laws are universally acceptable and their validity can be tested in the laboratory under control condition. For example, physics, chemistry, geology, and biology. Social science, on the other hand, is the study of human society and the social relationship. Economic is said to be a science because scientific methods are used to build theories that can be explain the behavior of individual groups and organization. Now let's see some popular views of economic. Kautilya's view, also known as Chanakya or Vishnugupta. Chanakya was a great philosopher, economist, and royal advisor during a Maurya period. Chanakya authored the text Arthashastra. Artha means wealth and Shastra means science. The meaning of Arthashastra is science of acquiring and managing wealth. Chanakya has given some important points on how the economic should be worked. And the first is government or state plays important role in economic, which means that state should undertake those industries which help directly in making the nation self-sufficient and self-reliant, means gold, silver, diamonds and iron and other method should be in charge of the state. Wealth creation for well-being of state. State was to promote the economic welfare of the people and fully regulate its economic life. The state had to give subsidies for the development of trade, agriculture, irrigation, mines, and cattle welfare. Need for efficient administrative machinery for good governance, which means that people who work in government should be efficient in making a right decision for the welfare of the state and governance. The fourth is compilation of political ideas in Arthashastra, which means that various political ideas, various great ideas should also be compiled in Arthashastra. Now let's see some definition of economic. Adam Smith. Adam Smith is known as the father of economic, and he defines economic as science of wealth. He has given the economic definition on the point of view of money, which means a wealth oriented. Adam Smith has given some important points on economic. The first is laissez-faire, which means non-intervention of government. Laissez-faire theory says that government should not intervene in the economic except to protect individual. In other words, let the market do its own thing. If left alone, laws of supply and demand will effectively direct the production of goods and services. The second is capital and wealth accumulation. Government should build up capital in essential condition for economic progress by saving some what we produce. Instead of immediately consuming it, we can invest in new, dedicated, labor-saving equipment for the future. The more we invest, the more efficient our production becomes. The third is nature laws in economic affair, which means that nature laws should also be included in economic affairs. The fourth is division of labor as an aspect of growth theory. He says that no single task should be given to one person. If the task is divided in various person, the task will be completed more effectively and the outcome of the result will be more beneficial. The second definition of economic is given by Professor Alfred Marshall, and he has given the definition of welfare oriented, which means that well-being of people. It was published in the book Principle of Economic in 1890. He says that economic is a study of an ordinary man, which means it is not only the study of rich people who are cut away from the society. Second is economic is a behavioral science, which means that economic does not study the people who are isolated from the society, but it is the study of people who work together in firms, factories, shops, and offices to produce and exchange goods or services. The problem about these activities are studied in economic. The third is study of material welfare. He says that economic studies about the materialistic thing in life of people. The fourth is economic is not simply a study of wealth. He says that other aspect of human life also be studied in economic. It is not only about the money in life of people, but other important things which also help people to achieve their goals. The third definition of economic is given by Lionel Robbins, and his definition is scarcity oriented. He has given this definition in a book titled as An Essay on the Nature and Significance of Economic Science. He has mainly given 4 important points, and the first is wants are unlimited. He says that on satisfaction of one wants, another want arises immediately, and this sequence continues forever. For example, suppose you buy a new cell phone. After that, you see a new bike and buy that too. After that, you think of buying home. Like these, wants keep increasing and you never get satisfied. The second is means are comparatively limited, which means on one side human needs are unlimited, and on other side the means to satisfy these wants like money and time are limited. Due to these, many of man needs remain unsatisfied. The third is wants are gradable on the basis of priority, which means that some wants are more important than others, and all wants cannot be satisfied with limited means. Due to this, we have to select more important wants from unlimited wants, and less important wants either need to be dropped or postponed to a future date. For example, you have a certain amount of money and you have to make 3 choices among food, clothes, and cell phone. Among these, the most important want for survival is food, and other 2 needs like clothes and cell phone are less important. You will either have to drop or postpone them. Fourth is means have alternative uses. Like every resource have alternative uses, and it can be used in various objectives and activities. For example, land. Land can be used for agriculture, to establish a factory, or to build a home. So these are the 4 important points described by Lionel Robbins. Thank you for watching this video. Kindly like, share and subscribe and keep supporting. Thank you.